We've had a terrible start to the year. Over the last 2 decades, we've had a decline in rider casualties, which is great. Then at the start of this year, something changed and we had this spike of death and injuries with, I think, 30 dead in the first 5 months of the year.
With that recent spate of motorcycle fatalities in Victoria, what I read up in New South Wales that it was all the riders' fault, but it's turned out that's not the case.
There was a mix of causes, as you would expect, when there's a number of unrelated separate incidents, and in some incidents there was rider error. But in a number of the other incidents, there was no rider error, and it was driver error.
It's interesting how media tends to sensationalise stuff, and they go towards the stereotype pretty well every time when it's a motorcycle issue.
Ian Royal in the Herald Sun did a piece raising the issue from the rider's point of view about the concerns that the works had to be funded by the motorcycle safety levy, and then the broader question of the appropriateness or otherwise of having a motorcycle safety levy when, let's face it, motorbikes tread lightly on the roads. If you have the sort of damage that gets done to roads to cause resurfacing works to be done in the first place and damage around the edges of the roads, that's the big heavy vehicles that do that. It's not the motorbikes who cause that, but it's a motorcycle funded levy which is coming to do the repair works.
There was several problems with the way this has been promoted in the media and so on, and it gives us a very bad image. We had Operation Motus, which is a Victoria police operation targeting bike riders rather than targeting people on mobile phones, texting, people with unroadworthy cars.
Are there any concerns you have relating to issues like texting or lack of awareness?
The texting, I think, is the great unknown at the moment as to how much of a cause it is in accidents that occur, because it's not always investigated. Anecdotally, I think we all know that it's happening and happening way too often, and that puts riders in particular as vulnerable road users at great risk.
We're going right back to the start, really, where we've just introduced the second stage of the graduated licensing scheme for young drivers before they get their L plates. What we found when we introduced it for car drivers is it reduced the accident and serious injury rate and death rate by 20% immediately. So what we're doing is going back to the young riders to start again. With the older riders who've made a mistake, because a lot of the time it's those people my age who might have ridden the bike till they were 25, 30, stopped for 20 years and then going back. They're the simple mistakes. So in many ways, it would be worthwhile for some of the older riders who are going back to riding after 15 to 20 years to actually do a refresher course, because it's essential.
I think there would be something in that. If you made it a subsidised course, that would be fantastic. If the Minister is talking about supporting something like that, we'd be right beside him trying to get it too.
For more information on this topic or any other rider-related issue, go to Maurice Blackburn's Stop Smidsy Facebook page.